finance is actually maybe just an acronym for finite itsy bitsy nano allocations of nothing for climate and energy, because we're simply not seeing the money come where it is needed. And look, I'm not an economist, but I think it should be showing up a bit more obviously, facing the scale of the crisis we're facing. And look, if lunch can cost what it does here, can we not also be thinking on scale? Wow, people, okay, that one hit home. You know, I'll just skip the joke about taxis, because I think we already got the good one. Okay, and here at Fossil Today, we've got an innovative new climate finance plan that we're launching right here, right now, with our Finnish allies. And it's called Tax the Rich. No, no one's ever thought about it before, but we've actually discovered that there are people and countries with tons of money just sitting around. But apparently they only want to do it on a voluntary contribution basis and in like loans, so that they can get even richer. So we had to disqualify that. But we have made an important discovery this week, because we figured out that at COP21, it seems that the countries literally just forgot all their money in Paris, and that's why it's not here in Baku with us. And it's because this week we've realized that there are $41 billion being talked about in Paris with the OECD countries. And this is money that is being spent annually, $41 billion, to support overseas gas and oil development. So look, I'm not a scientist, but that seems like a pretty good place to get some of this money that we're missing, right? Look, and there's no shortage of money going around. Look, according to my little Google search, Elon Musk makes 40 million a day. Let's not put and some countries, that's what they're putting in as their annual climate contributions. There's no shortage of money, and this is more of a reason why we need to be keeping the private sector out of climate finance, because if they're able to concentrate so much wealth, it's showing that they're not there thinking about the rest of us and trying to redistribute it to where it is most needed. So, today, this week, being negotiated in Paris, there are 37 nations discussing this OECD finance. And 30 of them are already on board with cutting it and making sure that money goes somewhere slightly more useful. But today's Fossil of the Day winner is holding that back. Can we get a drum roll, please? Today's Fossil of the Day award goes to South Korea! Oh, South Korea! Oh no, here you are. Come up here, come up here. Here you go. Oh, what a shame! Okay, here you go. Here, you get the trophy too. Oh, geez, can we get a boo for South Korea? This is the finance COP. Let's say that again, because clearly the message is not getting through to the countries. This is the finance COP. Therefore, today's Fossil Award goes to a country that has its finance all backwards. South Korea is currently blocking the long overdue deal for the OECD countries to end their $41 billion in annual subsidies for oil and gas from export credit agencies. Showing how the government is taking an unconstructive negotiating process. The EU, Canada, UK, Norway, Australia, and New Zealand are all now in favor
okay, maybe
of the
alone
deal.
first.
South Korea's last hope of someone to hide behind the US also seems to be shifting in favor of a deal. Public finance is the linchpin to progress across all the negotiation paths in Baku, with an increasing number of deadly floods, storms, and heat waves globally. This is not the time to use public money to prop up the fossil fuel industry. This is just another example of governments backing a dying industry instead of truly bankrolling climate action. The elimination of the $41 billion annual in export finance from OECD countries would be a strong signal that they are finally shifting our priorities in the right direction. And let's be honest, we need a little bit of good news on climate, don't we? Public money for climate finance. As the world's largest remaining provider of international public finance that has yet to make a commitment to stop these egregious subsidies, it's time for South Korea to shift the finance and stop acting like they don't know where the source of money for climate action comes from. With things like BTS, Samsung, and Korean BBQ, South Korea may be a trendsetter, but their finance of fossil fuels put them firmly in the has-been category. Can we get a final boo for South Korea? Is there anything you could possibly say for yourself, South Korea?
Okay, hi. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Korea is known as a country of K-pop, Squid Game, culinary, class war, and now Fossil of the Day. I'm truly honored to receive this remarkable award. Who wouldn't to win this meaningful award? To be in line with a 1.5-degree target, Korea needs to phase out gas by 2035. However, we have been providing the second largest public subsidies in the world year after year. On top of that, Korea is producing more than 70% of world LNG carriers. It proves our commitment to reliance on fossil fuels. With such so much effort poured into this, so don't you think we deserve to win an award? Yes? Okay. That said, the Earth hasn't been sending us thank you notes. Instead, it seems to be repaying us with gifts like heat waves, flus, and typhoons. Not very considerate. In closing, I sincerely hope that the next award we receive won't be like this. Instead, I dreamed of the day we are recognized for meaningful contributions to combating climate change. Until then, well, we'll take care of this award. Thank you so much.
Oh, South Korea! You're heading the wrong direction. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. You guys can go right now, and but you'll be back for a photo moment later. But today, Climate Action Network International would like to present a special award here at COP29 for solidarity. This is an award given under the most extreme circumstances, because as we all know, there can be no climate justice without human rights.